What is going on, everybody? Today I wanted to do something a little different. I've been working on this beat this morning and I just kind of wanted to break down the process and show you guys exactly what I did to create this beat. Let's get right into it. So basically when I sit down to make a beat, I don't really sit down with the intentions to make something. I just kind of start going through sounds and start playing with sounds and just kind of freestyling stuff. So this was something that I came up with, and this is with a Rhodes piano. Pretty smooth. Got it set at 115. Also, whenever I really like layering my sounds, the next sound that I added, I just copy and pasted the same as the Rhodes down onto the pad. I really love this pad. So I just kind of copied and pasted it. Same notes as same notes as the keys. And then once I got that, I kind of had this bass idea in mind. Pretty straightforward. So I was set on this being kind of like an R&B-ish track, so that's kind of what I did with my drums. Next I added like a rim effect, give it that nice R&B feel, layered it with this percussion, kicks, open hats, crashes, little snare. And I literally took the bass hits and dubbed it with just a sub. Just kind of give it a little more low end. So as you can see, like I literally used, if you're not including the basses, I've only used 2 instruments in this. I'm really big on using less, leaving a lot of room for the artist to do things. So now we'll get into the structure part of things. So I used the keys and the pad to start it off with. Sound really great mixed together. It's got a great sound to it. And the way I like to structure my beats is I like to do the intro, subtract 1 instrument once we drop into the hook, and then let it build back into everything. So this is what the intro into the hook sounds like. Really straightforward, simple. I'm not doing anything too extravagant with the hi-hats. Bring the pad back in. I'm creating a lot of room for the artist to just kind of go in on this and, let the artist fill out the rest of the beat. And we go into the first verse. As you can see, I'm just running the keys, bass hits, hi-hat, and the rim click. And once again, I like to build into my verses as well. Now we've added all the percussion, and we added that sub. And now we're gonna go into what a lot of people like to call the pre-chorus, but which is, you could tell, it's just like the intro. Then we go right back into the hook again. Simple, to the point, none too extravagant. Once again, just leaving a lot of room for the artist. So as you can see, basically, I built this beat up until here, and then I just copy and paste everything from here over. So basically, you've got 3 hooks, 2 verses, and an ending. Sometimes, this is usually my standard way of tracking out my beats. Sometimes I'll make the verses a little bit longer, just depends on the style and stuff like that. As far as mixing goes, I don't really like to go too far into mixing. For the keys, I used the Kramer, whatever you want to call this, tape stereo from Waves, Waves audio plugins. You know, for the EQ, I took out, I didn't really like too bright. I wanted to be warm and subtle. Take out the low end so it sits kind of well in the mix. For the pad, I just took out the low ends on this, so there wasn't too much low ends. I like to save all my low ends for my kicks and my 808s, bass hits. It already sounded good. I like to put on my basses in mono, and some of my drums I like to put in mono as well. Usually high-end instruments like the pad, I like to spread the stereo on it. Makes it sound a little bit more fuller. My rim shot, I just like to take the low end out of things. You don't really have to do anything much with this except volume control. Once again, volume control is key to a good mix. You want your drums to stand out more, you know, stand in front in the mix. Kicks, I don't really do much with my kicks either. I put a mono. Hi-hats, I like to take a lot of the low ends out, and even sometimes I'll bring down the trebles a little bit. Same thing with my closed. Same thing with my snares. Like to accent the mids on this snare in particular. Take out the low ends. Bass, it's just a nice little subtle low added to it. Once again, I like to put my basses in mono. Sweep effects, I like to put them in stereo. It makes it wider. And this is a little, just a drop effect that I added here in the beat. When it just a little transition. Those sounds. And that's pretty much it. Like, I probably spent maybe about 45 minutes on this beat. Most of the time was spent going through sounds and trying to find the right sound. Like I said, I don't really do too much because I like to save a lot of room for the artist. I don't like to do a lot on the mixing and mastering side either, because once I sell the beat, the rapper takes it to a studio and the engineer usually goes through and mixes it in with the vocals and does a complete mix and master on it. So like I said, I really like to keep things simple. I'm really big on structure. I get a lot of compliments on the structure of my beats, which I'm not really doing anything, you know, too extravagant. So yeah, wanted to do something a little different today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just kind of show you the breakdown of this beat. And yeah, if you like this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. If you want to see more videos like this, if you want to see a particular style, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want to see me break down or see me make. I appreciate it.